Right.
Damn.
So, how you been, man?
Tired. Can't lie to you, bro. Tired, sick, life.
Oh yeah, you were sick. What happened? If you don't mind going into that, like, what happened?
I don't know. That's the funny thing. I don't know. I told you I got sick before, like a month ago. And I went to the hospital. They were like testing me and all that. And they didn't know what was wrong. They just gave me like painkillers. And eventually, like, I felt better. And they said, oh, eat like liquid stuff for like a week or some stuff. And I did that and I felt better. Then that
So
same
did
thing came back, but then it's not as extreme as it was before, but it's the same like feeling. You get what I'm trying to say?
yeah. So they didn't tell you what was going on, or you just didn't ask for it.
I
What?
said I didn't ask. Who said I didn't ask? Of course I asked.
I'm just checking, bro.
No,
I'm
of
just
course
checking.
I asked. They gave me like a paper, like a couple of sheets of paper, just explaining different possibilities that could be wrong with me. So they didn't like tell me, oh yeah, this is what's wrong. They just said, oh, it's possible, it's this. So yeah, it wasn't really helpful. I just appreciate the painkillers. That helped definitely. That helped.
No, calm.
But we have to move. We have to move, guys. So it
That's
doesn't
cool.
matter. You know what I'm saying? Job not finished.
Uh, Kevin finish. I like that.
How about
That's
you?
that's a Kobe reference if you don't know.
No, I know. Of
That's
course,
if,
of course
no,
I
no,
know.
not
Of
you.
course.
I'm telling to the listeners out
Oh,
there.
oh, oh,
That's a
fair,
Kobe
fair.
reference. R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah,
If you didn't
yeah.
know now.
So, so how about you? How you doing?
Me, bro. How am I doing? How am I doing? So I've been in Virginia for like 3 weeks. Funny enough, when you leave Virginia, I come to Virginia.
Crazy, crazy scenes.
But I've been here for like 3 weeks. Internship going on over here. It's been cool. Funny enough, bro. Like the switch to the 9 to 5 hits you from the regular student schedule, moving to the
Yeah,
9 to 5, bro. You don't expect it to hit you, but it hits you. It hits you. Like when you're a student, you kind of like start go
yeah.
class, study, chill, do this, do that.
Yeah.
But when it's like 9 to 5, you go in the morning, you're in there. 5, you come back and you're just tired.
I feel you.
You're just
Less
tired.
flexibility. Less flexibility.
Yes, yes. Lucky for me, like where I am, it's not stupidly rigid,
Yeah.
but still being in one place or one general location for 7, 8 hours is tasking on you. Even if it's not so much physical labor, I don't know if it's just mentally, but it's tasking. It's from when you come back and you just want to chill. Like you don't really want to
Yeah.
do anything. You want to eat, sleep, call it a day,
Yeah.
and then do over. Which got me thinking about life, man. Like how, especially post the school structure,
Yeah.
you really have to make things for yourself. You know what I mean? Like in school, college, there's something happening around the corner. You just go walk here, your friends here, do this, but you actually have to put in more effort now. So that's just interesting. Interesting life, moving on. What
Do you
else?
have a
What
break? Do
else?
you have a break? Do you have like breaks, like 12, maybe it's like an hour break, 30
So I
minutes,
mean,
something like that?
yeah. So there's like lunch and stuff, and it's not like I said, it's not crazy rigid. If I want to just 30 minutes, just walk around, go talk to somebody, and it's not like nobody's breathing down my shoulder
Oh,
saying,
I see what
"Get
you
back
mean.
to work," or looking at, I see
Go
you
make me
punched out
money.
at 3:05. Why didn't you this, that, and that? Nah, nah,
Yeah.
nah. It's
Yeah.
most from what I'm see most productive forward-thinking companies tend to have a more my mindset of as long as at the end of the week you get your job done, that's fine.
Okay.
No, excuse me, nobody looks to micromanage you from what I've seen, but which is cool, which is cool. And yeah, so been doing that. But I'm trying to get out more at the same time. I feel like because of the 9 to 5 thing, I just go, come back, repeat, rinse, repeats. I don't really
Yeah.
like that. I don't want to come stagnant. I'm too young to be
Yeah.
stagnant, bro. So
You
I'm
have
trying
to
to do
stay
stuff
focused.
like today is Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
We can even go in about Juneteenth at some point in this episode or not, maybe. I don't know. But it says Juneteenth. I'm trying to just go around and just, because there are a bunch of Juneteenth related events happening. Just want to just, Just move around, see some, just chill.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's cool. You
yeah.
should. You should. I mean, go to a park. Go walk
But
a
yeah, I'm
dog.
thinking. Yeah, there's one I'm looking at. There's like
Yeah.
this evening. I might pull up. I
Do
might pull
you
up. We'll see.
what of gym? You go to gym every day. Is there like a gym there or stuff?
No, there's a gym nearby. Yeah, yeah. I could go. Actually, I didn't open today. They might be closed because today's like a Juneteenth holiday type
Yeah.
thing. So, but
Yes.
yeah, so they're nearby. So that's another thing. Sometimes I do sometimes the gym, but at the end of the day, the gym is more so like workout than it's like it has its own enjoyment factor, but it's not at the same level as like a party or something. But anyhow,
I feel you. I
um,
feel you. But
do,
there's still a question I have to ask you.
yeah, go ahead.
Do you think aliens are real?
Do I do I think aliens
It's
are real?
yeah.
Do I think aliens are real? Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. Let's hope for the masses alien tendencies.
I'm
Uh,
just had to ask.
do I think aliens are real?
It
Hmm.
shouldn't take you this long. Come on. This is a quick one. Gun to the
Nah,
back of your head. Do you
G.
think aliens are real? Gun to the back
Nah,
of your head. Do you think
G.
aliens are real?
Calm down. I'll tell nothing to God. Calm down, man. It's not that deep. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
You're done for.
So,
You're done for. You're done for.
calm down. Do I think aliens are?
Yeah.
It's very possible that they are, but then it's hard to say yes or no because from what we understand, the universe is vastly vast.
Yeah.
So, there's a very high likelihood that there's intelligent life out there.
True.
But at the same time,
You have your doubts.
it's also a possibility that there isn't. So I'm no scientist, but so I don't know. I don't know.
This isn't meant to be like a scientist thing. This is more of where are you leaning to? Are you leaning towards no? Are you leaning towards yes? Where are you? Because you have to. It's two extremes. You can't just be down.
Anybody stop me on the road and ask me, I'm saying no,
You're saying no.
just
Oh,
because I don't
fair.
really. It's whatever,
Fair.
It's not as of now. So I know it's not affecting my life. So I know. As far as I know, who knows? As far as I know, it's not affecting my life. But
do you do you
but yeah, it's a
think okay
possibility.
do you
I'm
think
open to the
like
possibility.
do you think in the ocean there's something there that's like alien like weird like not like a I won't say a fish but it's like more weird than just like a fish or like a whale or
I
like a
mean,
shark.
possibly. Like think of something like the octopus, bro. The octopus might as well be an alien. When you really think about what it is, it might as well be an alien, bro. It has no like bones. It tastes all over its body. Its brain is literally all over. It's spread out. All the neurons are spread out all over its body. It can spin into small places, change color, bro. As far as we know, the
Sure.
octopus is like an alien. So I mean, so I'm sure that in the deep of the ocean, there are things crawling around, swimming around in there that we can think alien like. But even to
So
attendant to that, so if what do you think they'd be like? What do you think they'd like look like, feel like, move like? Would they be like able to see, hear the way we do, or would they like get information from a different way? That's just the thing. It's interesting.
I think it'll be more of I wouldn't say would I say more advanced, but more technical. I feel like they'll be able to
Why?
communicate. I don't know because I feel like it can't just be normal. It can't be the basic alien is green, short, has
No,
some funny like
definitely not that.
not that
But
it's like the basic
why do you think advanced? Why do you think they're going to be advanced? Why can't we be more advanced than they are?
because if we're more advanced than they are, we're we're not gonna find them in our lifetime. That's basically it. The hope of us seeing aliens or even thinking they have to be more advanced than us because we can't even go to like we can't go to Mars on a regular
Oh,
basis and
I got you. I got you. I
so
got you. They have to make contact.
yeah,
I
exactly.
got
It's
you.
not
I
us
got
finding
you.
them. They
I
have to
got you.
find
I
us
got you.
if they haven't found us already. So they have to be like more advanced. If they're less advanced, we're never going to find them. Like in our lifetime, we're not going to find them unless maybe we're
So
very old and they
say
find something.
aliens came over. Do you think they'd be friendly, or do you think it's like, oh, look at these soft, squishy humans, so you can have a quick bite?
I think they will have an objective. I feel like they would have an objective
Why?
because they're discovering us. We're like new to them. We're like the octopus to them. So they may want to eat us. Who knows? Hopefully not. Hopefully they want to test us out and see if we can, be compatible or some in some way. But for them to find us, it's not our decision. Let me just put it that way. Whatever the relationship is, it's not our decision.
No,
It's their
knew I
it's
knew that from the beginning before I asked the
it's
question. My
ours.
question is, I'm asking, what do you think? What if they're just on a galactic cruise and oh, we just one call a quick pit stop. Oh, look at that, we discovered now. Them say Christopher Columbus and oh
Oh
discovered
yeah,
XYZ. They just moving around and discovered this planet called Earth.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if history teaches us anything, people always try to take all the resources and did.
It's true.
So we'll
So we're
see.
hoping they are built different. We're hoping they're not like humans. They're built different. See,
But
that's why we need
but
them different.
that's the thing. That's the thing, though. It's easy to project our human characteristics on aliens. Well,
Yeah,
who knows?
exactly. They may be
Well,
different. They might just want to make friends. Just be like,
hmm,
they may be confused. They also may be confused, like, wow, this is different from how we live or how we. And most, I don't know if you saw this. You should check it out. It's like, I think it was Nevada, where they're like a UFO. So there was a cop. He stopped someone like an speed stop or something like that. And in his cop cam, there was like a something falling from sky and landed in one place, and it's caught on the camera. Then the family of where it landed, like the cameras there, they hit like a big bang. But then the camera that was watching that particular place wasn't like working. So it's a camera that's watching somewhere else that you can just hear the bang. Then they call the cops and say that there's some like funny stuff in their backyard. And then you know the whole story. They're trying to see it, take pictures, but the stuff is like running and moving around and trying to like get out quickly. So and of course they're human, so they're scared. Like they're scared of shit because according to them, they said it's like 10 feet tall. And when it looked at them, like he said, one of them that said he looked at it like he like froze. Like he said the outer body experience. That's what he said. He was like
hmm.
he froze kind of thing. And most times where like humans meet aliens or all those stories like loopholes, they always say like, oh, it's like a you don't really they don't talk, but then you just like feel them. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Huh.
So yeah, the cops
Huh.
come over, they see everything, and the cops believe them, and they're like they don't know what happened or where it went because you can just see like the crash like hole on the ground, but then the ship and everything is gone. So then I was saying like people were talking about it and be like, okay, so what do you think happened?
Um.
At first, it's easy to think
You
it's
what?
oh, I know what you're saying, but it's easy to think it's like an alien. It's like aliens. But then someone brought up something that it could have been since it's like Nevada, and that's where Area 51 is. They were like it could have just been like a U.S. government, U.S. government shit.
Is that thing real? Area 51? Is that a
Yeah,
real thing?
yeah, it's a real thing, bro. You haven't
No,
seen like
there's
people,
no way.
bro. There are people
There's
that have
no
worked
way.
there. They do like I know one guy that worked there. He did like a Joe Rogan podcast or some shit like that. There are people that worked there and then like left.
No, no. I'm about to fact check yourself before you tell people. Fact
Oh
check
my
yourself
god,
first. Are
bro!
you sure
I'm
about
telling you,
this?
it's real. It's Area 51 is real, bro. You should also check about it. I'm telling you, it's real.
So wait, so what did they do at Area 51?
It's like a government site, so it's like a. It's we truly would not know. Only the people that have worked there and people that have worked there say they test like he, the the video I saw. I think it was Joe Rogan. He was just basically saying that they test like out of like the tech there basically is like unreal. Then just that's a simple way to put it. The
Bro,
tech they're testing there is unreal. That's what he
I'm
said.
finding this hard to believe. I don't know about
You
this.
should, you should, you shouldn't believe it.
I don't know
Like
about
no, no,
this.
you should, you should. It's more of I would say I believed it more because it's more of it's exciting. I'll just put it that way. It's exciting. It's just
I
exciting
mean,
to
yeah,
hear
it's
things
interesting
like
to
that.
hear about, but
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. Huh.
So the alien quote unquote disappeared from the area, and they were like, "So what do you think happened? Do you think that family's crazy, or do you think something came, something left, or they were like, oh, U.S. government doing some testing and the testing failed and some funny shit.
I
They
don't
cleared it
think
up.
they're crazy because I don't think anybody willingly. Well, I don't know, but I would think nobody is going to say, "Oh, I saw an alien to get caught." Well, actually, no. probably people probably do.
Probably.
Not being about it. But I mean, if there's a hole, there's a crash, something was there. But I don't know. I haven't seen the video you're talking about, but to
Yeah,
jump to
you should
alien
check it out.
off rip, I wouldn't do that. So it could be some kind of a drone, maybe, but it doesn't have to be government. A lot of people have drones,
But
remote
then
control
the thing
devices.
for that was, why wasn't there no debris? That was the,
But
like
wasn't
people like,
I thought you said it was a crash.
yeah. So it's like the indent on the floor is there, like the indent is there, but there's no
Okay.
debris.
I mean, it didn't break. It was strong. It just crashed, but
It,
it didn't
it,
break up.
you that's hard. So you think it just hit? It just, and you should hear the like sound in the camera. It's like a large like doom, like it. You would think if it was human made, you would think it will have, there would be debris. Do you get my?
I mean,
There
they
would be
could be,
debris.
but at the same time, they couldn't. They might not be. I don't think there being debris is what's it called?
You don't think it's a deciding factor?
I don't think it's a certain factor. I feel like it could go either way. They could might be debris, but they might not be debris.
Fair, fair, fair.
Especially if it's something the government is testing for, certain clandestine, not clandestine, certain like spy type covert operations, where you don't want to
I
leave
like
traces
that.
behind. So, I don't know.
So you're going over
It's possible.
exactly, but you're taking the route of government testing experiment.
No,
Exactly. That's what you just said. That's what you said.
wait,
That's
listen to
what
me.
you said, bro.
You
You
put that
just
in my head. You put
you
government
just
in my head, and I'm just running with it. You're the one that put government XYZ in my head. Like, if you
when you
didn't say
said it.
government, I probably wouldn't
Uh,
have said government right now. But because you said government XYZ, I'm like, okay, let's run with it. But
See,
yeah,
it's interesting.
it's
That's why I
possible.
like
It's
it.
possible. It's possible.
It's
But then
interesting.
again, I'm not gonna 100% rule out aliens. Who knows?
And they
Who
said
knows?
the police. So it's like a Mexican family. So they said the police came back to like check and do some checks. But then when the news people went to the police said they never went back. That they only went that first time, and then they didn't go back. That it must have been someone else. So people are like, oh, are they lying that the police came back, or did someone show up but not the police? Yeah, exactly. I'm
Oh,
saying that's why it was so funny,
but
and the
then,
fact.
what if the police went back, but then didn't want to be caught up in a story which they will see as crazy, and then just lied? They never went back.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, who do you believe? You
Yeah, I feel
get,
that.
for what you say,
I
it means
feel
you're
that.
believing the family that police came back, but you're
I
not
don't know.
believing the.
I don't know. Hmm.
It just leads to loopholes,
I have
loopholes,
no
loopholes,
evidence, bro.
loopholes.
I don't
No,
know.
no, no, no. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that.
I
It's
don't know. It's he said versus he said. This person said.
yeah,
I
no.
don't know, bro.
And on talk on aliens, I think I'm an alien because I told you, Lakers in 6. Oh, we didn't win, but you doubted me. You thought I was, when we were in the plane, you thought I was crazy. But I told you. And we made it to where I said we're going to make it to. I said we're going to make it to the conference final. I didn't say we're going to win. I hope we were going to win, but I told you we're going to make it there. Lakers in 6. And he
You
doubted
you
me.
you had me when you said I'm an alien. I was like, where is this guy going with this thing? Okay, we've landed. We've come somewhere. But yeah, I mean, if we're jumping onto NBA, bro. Funny enough, I didn't watch the finals, bro. It was weird
I
for me.
feel
Like,
you. I
literally
feel
the
you.
night of the last game when the Nuggets won.
Yeah.
Literally, I checked my phone. I'm like, oh, the game just ended. Oh, Nuggets won the championship. Wow, look at that. So
I
I
feel
didn't
you.
really pay attention. I feel like as soon as the Warriors left, my attention just dive bombed. Like, I just stopped paying attention.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah,
I would say it was like an unexpected final. Like this final was definitely not like the usual, you know, star power in the final kind of final. Do
I
you get what I'm
feel
trying to
that.
say? It was
Yeah,
more of an NBA fan final. Like
yeah,
it's not like a Curry, LeBron, like those people that don't really watch NBA, they know they're like, oh wow, Curry's in the final. Let me just see what's happening. This was more of, you have to like know the NBA to be that
yeah.
interested in the final.
But
So
I wasn't
yeah,
surprised the Nuggets won because
no,
they
same,
I
same,
wasn't surprised at all. Their play style
same.
is just it's they can be more consistent over time just because the way Jokic plays. He can replicate his moves time and time again. So, but wow, that was interesting. Look at that. Jokic got a ring, first ever Denver in their
Uh,
franchise history, first ever NBA
Impressive.
championship. That's impressive.
So the question is coming up slowly. The talks are coming. Jokic versus Giannis.
Who is what? The better player?
Who? Okay, right now, who would be rank higher? Let me just put it that way. Who would you rank
Because
higher?
they both have a championship. Don't
Jokic
they
has
both
two
have
MVPs.
doesn't Giannis also have two MVPs?
He has two MVPs. I thought his MVP was Finals MVP. Is it like season? I'm talking about season MVP. What season? I'm not sure.
Doesn't Giannis have two season
I'm
MVPs?
not sure. That one. I'm not sure. It's because I know Jokic had two seasons. Maybe Giannis has two. Maybe I'm mixing up. But I know Giannis has like a Final MVP and stuff.
I think no. I'm pretty sure both Giannis and Jokic have two.
Fine. Okay. So let's just go with Giannis has two MVPs. We're still comparing how you're ranking both of them. Who's ranked
Yeah,
higher?
he does have two. Giannis got 2019, 2020. Jokic got 2021, 2022. Then Embiid got 23. Yes, that was it.
So
That was
who
it.
you ranking higher?
Right now I have to go Jokic, the defending champion. I have to go Jokic. The Bucks disgracefully left the playoffs. You know, not to say Giannis cannot be, but not to say I can't put him above in the next season or two. But as
Yeah.
of now, I have to give it to Jokic. I just have to. Giannis is definitely the more athletic player. Um, some actually no, it's hard to say dominance in the sense of Jokic is giving you 45 a night, but then
Yeah.
Giannis when he's in the paint, people form walls to stop him. So I see, I see in the long term. Well, I'm tempted to say Giannis because of all the factors I just mentioned, but then
Yeah.
again, right now it's undeniably Jokic.
Respect. I respect your non-delusion. That's all I'm saying. I respect your non-delusion.
My
You very
non-division. So what do
yeah.
you expect me to say? And then
I
tell me
expected you.
your opinion.
I expected you to say Giannis. I honestly
Why?
expected you to say it. I mean,
Why?
you back your boy. Giannis is your boy, so you back your boy. That kind of thing. It's just like yeah, I expected you to say Giannis. I didn't expect you to be logical. I'd be like, okay, it's. I mean, let's say okay, let's say nothing. Let's say next year, none of them go to the finals or anything. None of them go anywhere significant. Would you still say Jokic?
It depends on how they play next year.
Okay, okay,
Depends
yeah,
on how they play.
very very logical. I like
Yeah,
that.
it
I
depends on
like
how
that.
they play.
You need to be more like this when we talk about Curry. You know what I'm saying? You be more like this when we talk about Curry.
I'm very logical
No,
when I
no,
talk
no,
about
no,
Curry. Calm down.
no, you're
Calm
not.
down. Calm
No,
down.
no, you're not. No, you're
Calm
not.
down. Calm down.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But I mean, it's cool. You like Curry, so I understand.
Okay.
But
Calm
you
down.
should. And
Okay.
this I felt bad though. I really wanted Butler to win. Like I knew he had the worst team, but I was like, I just wanted Butler to get a ring. Like I don't know. I
Yeah,
felt bad.
man.
It
Yeah. This
was-
is like his what second, third time in the finals? No,
yeah.
second time.
Second time finals. How many times he's been in conference finals, bro? He's it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's a sad one for him. But they go again. They go again.
I mean, at this rate, he'll eventually win one. He's still young enough. He's getting to the finals. I would
I can't be
expect
too
him to.
sure,
Well,
bro.
but then
I
again,
can't be too sure.
you're right. It's
Can't be
it's
too sure.
nothing certain.
Each year
It's
is
not
like new.
guaranteed.
Each for NBA, like each year is like new. It's like it's a
That's
clean
facts,
slate.
though.
It's so new. It's like
That's
it's
facts.
hard to predict from the last year. Each year is just new. It's like okay, who's going to play best in the playoffs, and that's
That's
who wins.
facts. But we
It's
watch and see. But I feel he's gonna win one at this point. I feel he's gonna win. I think he has time. I'm the talent, but well, like I said, we'll see. Do you think this is
yeah.
the end of the Warriors dynasty? Because I think Draymond's contract is up, but I get if he's going to renew. I think their vice president of basketball operation, I think it was Bob Myers or so, the guy that more or less scouted all these Curry and Co.
Yeah.
More or less, I think that's who did it. Also, his contract is coming almost to an end. But I'm wondering if they're going to renew. So people are wondering if if they have enough money to keep Clay, Draymond, and all these people, and if
Who
Draymond is going
fucked
to
up?
leave.
Nah, Poole
Oh
fucked
no,
up.
of course, of course, of course.
Because if pool
He
was like
underperformed.
the same pool from that year where you guys won, I feel
Yeah.
like this would have been a quicker transition. Like you would have been more willing to be like, okay, yeah, let's move things quickly. Let's get pool a role, like a bigger role. But then he fucked up. He showed that he's not there yet. Let's put it that way. He's not there
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, he
He's
definitely did.
he's, he's I won't say it's the end. Has Draymond decided? He hasn't yet decided if he's leaving or
I
staying. He
don't
hasn't yet
I don't know.
decided.
I haven't been keeping up with the gist.
I
But
feel
at
like
some
if he had
point,
decided, you
there
will
were
all know. I
feelers
feel
out
like
there.
it'll be big.
Oh no, of course.
I,
I mean, he clearly hasn't decided. But then again,
yeah,
I I can't say. I don't know. We'll see. I'd hate for them to
break up.
break up the band. Like if they're breaking up the band, I want it to be after a championship. Then I'll be satisfied.
But that's
If
rare. That all you just said there is rare. Like it's so rare for a team to separate when they're on top. Like it's rare.
no, no, that's facts. That's facts.
It's
That's facts.
rare.
That's
Like
facts.
it's because you think you're
Yeah,
like, yeah, we just did it. We can do it again. We can do it again. Like, it's
you're
rare.
right. You're right.
It's
Nah, nah,
rare.
nah. You're
Like
right. You're very right. You're very right.
if they win, they're not. I don't think it's a favorite. They're gonna run it back.
You're
They're
very
like,
right.
let's
They're
run
gonna
it
run
back.
it
Let's
back.
run it back.
Yes, I
But
agree with you. You're 100% correct.
yeah, they played all
But
the way.
yeah,
You
but
said
we'll
you said
see, man.
you said you watched some documentary, something like you were
But
saying
yeah,
about
I'm gonna
it.
get there. But then let's put the sports thing out to rest before we jump in something else. So we're not up and down. Um, Devin, okay. Do you know what's going on with the Morant?
Morant. Oh, the season they banned him
I
for
really
25 games.
I don't even know what's up with bro. I don't know.
But you know why? You know why they banning him and all that stuff.
It wasn't well there'd be more. Bro, my voice sounds so raspy. Give me a second. Oh wow. Thank you. Yeah. I think at some point he punched a 14-year-old or flashed a gun on IG or there's just multiple things at this point. I have no idea what he's
Yeah.
doing.
So I think what
I have
happened
no
was
idea.
he flashed a gun on IG. Then he got banned for like 9 games or something like that. And he gave like this whole apology letter, like I'm sorry, I won't do it again, blah blah blah. He even went on, publicity interviews. Like he interviewed one guy, like, oh yeah, it was a wrong mistake. I've grown up. Then later, like a couple, I don't know, weeks or months later, he was now caught again, flashing another gun to the camera on IG. And then everyone's like, oh yeah, he clearly didn't learn his lesson. And it was like so close to when he just did it. So everyone's like, oh yeah, they're about to ban him for a season, they're about to do this, about to do that. But then they just banned him for like
For
25
a
games, I think.
season? I don't think
That's
they
what
can
people were
ban him for a
saying.
season.
Like, yeah,
That
that wouldn't
would
make
be
sense. But then
nah.
it's
But
25
25 games,
games.
that's a
Yeah.
lot of games.
I would agree, but then the normal star plays like 60. Like I agree, but like the big star plays like 60 games a season. Like
And
25 minus 85 is like 65, right?
82.
It's 80. Oh, sorry, 82. It's like my point is it's close. Like it's not.
But then the big
It's not,
stars play because of like don't play because of injuries and things of that nature.
or
So
I more
in,
of
in that in
resting.
that re- what?
More of I
That
think it's
thing.
more of
But
the
then again, he'll still have like he's not gonna rest 25 and then play the remaining whatever straight. He's still gonna have to
yeah.
do that same resting. So he's still
Nah,
cutting
he's
his
going.
days
He's going to play
regardless.
straight. He's young. He's going to play straight. He's young. He's going to play. He. How old is he? He's young. He's going to play straight.
He's like our age or like a year older.
Yo, the people that rest are like the Currys, LeBrons, the Clay, like those
So what's
people.
your point about the resting you were talking about in the first
My
place?
my point is like he's as a star, he still has the same number of games to make
But then,
impact.
but
You
that's,
can, that's
exactly. But
my
then,
point.
because he's younger, less seasoned, don't you think then that's the disadvantage to him. He should use that opportunity to get ahead from the older guys. You know what I'm saying? He's as youth and more time on the court should be an advantage to him. But now it's not going to be anymore. It's my point. So it's still a disadvantage to him.
Fair, but he's Memphis still ain't winning no championship. They're not winning a championship next year. They should go make the play. I
So
see. I'm
for ratings,
sorry.
that my city,
Yeah, they're still not gonna win the championship next year. They may win a championship later, but I don't think they're winning
Oh my
championship next year.
goodness.
So
Oh my
it's
goodness.
nothing that big. If it was like
Yeah.
Boston, I'll be
Um.
more worried.
hmm.
Boston, Milwaukee, even like Golden State, like those champion. I don't think. Do you think Memphis is a championship ready team? Like, or if they win, you wouldn't be surprised. Like, you'd be like, okay, well, I can see that happening.
Right now, I
Yeah.
think they have the talent to pull it off, but they lack I feel they lack the guy, the guy that you can just put all your hopes and dreams on.
Isn't that
You know, the
Jamurat? Isn't
n-
that
right
He
now,
said a lot, the
no,
guy. Isn't that
right
Jamurat?
now, no. So I feel like because they're a young
Yeah.
team, so I still feel like they're finding their way. But I
Yeah.
feel like in most teams I can call championship teams, a lot of times there's almost this sense of I don't know if it's not confidence because playing the NBA you have to have some level of confidence, but there's almost this
Sure.
sense of like sureness, like I have a plan. I don't know what it is, like or maybe this is just I might just be thinking of this or maybe this for me, but I don't know if you watch
Mm.
games where um let's say you know you give the ball to once Braun has the ball, like you're just calm because you know something sensitive is about to happen. Or
Something sensible.
once Curry has the ball, you're just like okay, all is well now. I feel like they don't have that. They don't have that. I don't see that in them. Everybody's still a bit kind of finding their way. You know, they don't
Yeah.
have. I don't see that yet. But
No, I agree. I agree. I
I do
told
think
you they're
that
not a championship level
they
team.
currently have I think they have the talents to win it, but they just need to find their rhythm. Whether it's a better coach, I don't know who the coach is right now. Whether it's
Yeah.
like a better coach or maybe a vet coming in to help ground them, or maybe no vets, just have their own young team energy and just coming together with like a common goal, like kind of what the Kings did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Kings, you could really feel
Surprise.
the meshing together. You could feel that they felt solid. When I'm
Yeah.
watching Memphis, I don't they don't feel as solid to me. So I but think for Memphis they can do it. With Ja being up and down, the chances have gone down obviously. But like a focused Ja with everyone else behind him, they can do it. I don't see why they can't do it.
I I like how you give them faith. You're a very nice person. Very nice person. You need to just stop this being nice thing you're doing right here. Just say this. Say the truth. Just say the plain facts. No. That's the fact. No, they're not ready. No, they're not. But it's cool. It's cool. I respect the kindness from you. I
It's
think
not
NBA they should have
kindness.
like relegation. Honestly, I think that would change a lot if you can relegate a team. I think that
Oh,
would
you mean
change a
like
lot.
so it like last three teams go to the G
Yeah,
League and then top
yeah,
three of the G League go up.
yeah, yeah,
That might, I think that definitely increase competition.
yeah. That would change. There'll
Like
be
people, yeah, people
that would
will not be, people will be scrapping not to be in that bottom.
exactly because
I feel that.
right now, whenever it gets towards that playoff side, whenever like a team knows they're not in playoffs, it just gets dry. Like they're just gonna be like, yeah, rest or this. It gets too dry.
I
That's
feel
that's
that.
yeah,
I
that's
feel
too.
that. I feel that.
Not they're not fighting for anything. Even beginning of season, like it's like it only gets serious like towards the middle where everyone is like, okay, now we need to get into position of where we want to be. Then once they get into that position, it's like, yeah, yeah, we don't really care. Just cool off. Then playoffs, and playoffs happens like quick, like before you know your team's out, and you're like, damn, damn, I gotta wait till next year. Like, there's no, there should be like a season competition. Like first wins a trophy. Like coming first in the main season wins a trophy, and then bottom three get relegated. Like
Hmm. They did introduce a couple of new awards and stuff like that. So
for real.
I think they would, yeah, they introduced a couple of new awards this time around, and I think they want to also make it like so to win things like MVP, and you need to play a certain number of games. I don't know if
I
they've
think I
done it
saw that
yet,
one.
but
So
if they want
that
to do so, you have to play. I don't know what the number is, but you have to play a certain number of games to be eligible for the MVP
yeah,
and some other awards like that. So there are changes on the horizon, but that's interesting.
fair.
All right,
That sounds
we've
good.
been here long
Can't lie.
enough. We can move into talk about my documentary. Yeah, watch a documentary on Netflix, bro. Netflix, they're hidden gems on there, bro. There are a lot of hidden gems out there, bro, on Netflix. Most of them get into documentaries. At first, I wasn't a big fan, but when you find the ones that interest you, They hit.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
essentially on like um chimp society essentially. And it's just interesting because whenever I see things like that, I can't help but draw comparisons between chimp society and like human society. And it's like I never thought I would use the word like political for like chimps, but then like when the narrator is going through the thing, there's politics in this, man. Like it's so interesting to watch. Well, there's politics everywhere. For
You have
example,
to give me an example. I was about to say you have to give me an example. Like
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
wondering, what's chief politics?
In the group, there's the alpha, right? The head chimp that kind of is the leader of typically the strongest, not always the strongest, but there is the leader of the band or whatever they call the group.
Yeah.
And then there are always the youngsters who are itching to rise up the ranks and things
Okay.
like that. And so much of the society works on like who you know and who your allies are, and so for example, one thing that is big socially among the chimps is grooming. So essentially just looking through your fur, picking out lice or
Oh
dirt,
my
whatever.
gosh.
Grooming,
Like,
right?
bro, you what came to my head when you said grooming? You see how I reacted? I was like,
Oh,
what is I was like, wait, what do you mean by that? Oh god, then you explained to me, okay.
oh my
Okay,
goodness.
we're good, we're
Yeah,
good,
so
we're good, we're
grooming,
good.
right?
Like, yeah, cleaning.
So
Okay, yeah.
essentially, if you see two chimps grooming together, then it means that like they're companions or they kind of accept you. So if and it's very hierarchical, there's a social structure. So
Yeah.
if I'm like in a lower social status and I want to move up, I might walk up to someone of a higher status and start grooming them. That's essentially me trying to curry their favor, essentially, right?
Okay.
And then so I might groom them and they just walk off. I.e., they're like
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't care for you. But if they groom you back, it's a sign that okay, the receptive to your what is your friendship, whatever. And then over time it can mean you can also move up in the social hierarchy of things.
Okay.
So the documentary is about these chimps in I don't know where it is for. It's called the Ngogo Forest. I don't remember where it is in the world. Ngogo. Was it
I don't know
Uganda?
why
I,
I'm
I,
I'm
I think it was
shouting
Uganda.
Zambia. I don't know
No,
why.
no, no, it wasn't Zambia. I think it was Uganda. I don't know if I think, but I think it was Uganda. I think. But yeah, let's go with Uganda for now. Essentially, so scientists have been studying these chimps since like 1993, I think.
Okay.
So at this point, like they've given each one a name. So literally each chimp because they've been studying them for over a long period, so they've given each chimp they can identify and they give each one a name.
Are they in like a not lab but like a controlled
No, 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 they're
environment
in the
or
forest,
they're in jungle?
like in the
So
wild.
how do you like? So how do they like? I don't want to say like how have they still been alive? Like so some have died.
Obviously,
Like
I would
yeah,
imagine
like
that some have died, but then I mean, chimps live they can live a long time. I think in the group, the oldest chimp there is like 65.
okay. I'm still wondering how they
So
monitor them though. Like
yeah, sometimes I think,
that's
but
crazy.
they probably plant cameras all around the forest. I would imagine over the years, just planted like a mass of cameras because some of the shots they be getting, I'm like, dang, so some nice
Like
shots,
what?
some nice
Ah,
shots, like
fizz.
wow. So, but I'm
Fizz,
sure like
fizz.
they've been studying these. 1993 was what 20 years ago? No, that's it, 30 years ago.
Bro, nigga said 20, bro. 30.
So
Bro,
that to
you
tell you that there
old.
have been a lot of advancements, even in just the type of cameras. Like there was a point where they showed a scene from 1993. You can see the old timey camera compared to like what you see in the documentary, obviously. So
Yeah.
they probably get so much footage and then they stitch it together to help tell the story. Maybe dramatize it a little bit more. But anyhow, so essentially, I'll use names to make it better. So the head chimp, his name is Jackson.
Jackson.
He's the alpha. And then there's this other young upstart. His name is Abrams.
Abrams.
So
Abrams and
Abrams
Jackson.
wants to be the alpha, but
Okay.
Jackson is like, no way. So essentially, Jackson is not the strongest chimp, but then it's so interesting that like he now makes allies with like the other stronger chimp. Like the strongest chimp there is like Miles. He's like
Miles.
this buff ass chimp, and then he's like Jackson's like number two. So like nobody's going to dare try to attack Jackson
Because
because
of
Miles,
Miles.
the other guys too, but then biggest one being Miles. So whenever because chimps also eat meat, so they primarily eat like leaves and fruits, right? But
Yeah.
when there's meat around, they'll eat it like a treat for them.
Okay.
So whenever the catch meat, obviously Alpha eats first, right?
Yeah.
Boom. But then and once he eats, boom. What thing he always does?
Give Miles.
Exactly. Once he eats,
Okay.
boom. First thing always gives Miles, and then
Miles.
essentially, all those who have been like loyal to him,
Oh, he
they come
gives
and eat
them.
with him. Anybody who he doesn't feel loyal to, he shoos them away. So it's political in the sense that it's so important who he shares with, and also very important that who he excludes. So it's like showing those like this is what happens when you join me. Look at those people out there wanting to be here. That's what happens when you're against me.
Yeah.
So
I see.
he will purposely like exclude Abrams or other like young chimps who he sees like as threat to purposely exclude them from the what's the goal from the sharing of
Shit.
meats, you know. And it's so interesting. Like
Why doesn't Miles want to be top dog?
that's a good question.
Like,
That's a good,
because he's
but
if he's
then
stronger than him and everything, I'm just
that's
wondering.
what I thought too as well. Like why doesn't? But then again, they said that Jackson and Miles have been like homeboys for
Oh,
years,
okay,
so
okay,
that could be why. Plus Miles is older, as like Miles is like 40 something years older, and for a chip, that's pretty old. Like, he's not like old man old, but he's probably like, and they say like as chimps get older, they become just more calm. So he might
okay.
just be like, it's not
Yeah,
that deep. I mean, I'm having a chill life where I am. It's not that deep.
yeah. It's not that deep.
He's not like
Fairs.
because all these younger chimps, they are testosterone fueled. They have like violent tendencies. They have so much energy, and so they want to just release it. So they want to attack and nothing. But Miles is probably just mellowed out. But yeah, but
Fairs.
make no mistake. No, nobody can touch Miles in that
Make no
place.
mistake. We
Yeah.
can
So
touch Miles.
so it's and he I think him and Abraham have a strong bond. Him and not Abraham, him and Jackson have a strong bond. So that's also another thing. Um, so just things like that is very interesting. It also follows like the younger chimps trying to find their way in society. Typically, male chimps have like dominance display, so they run around shouting, knocking over trees, essentially to kind of flex their
Yeah.
power and all that. So there's this young chimp, he tried to do the same thing, bro. They knocked this guy. They showed him his place. They showed him his place, like was trying to
Ah,
make it, bro
fuck.
was trying to make noise. They showed him his place. They broke his hand.
They
But
broke.
I think, I mean, he injured his hand, Sha. Injured
Oh
his
fuck!
hand.
They broke his hand.
But
Holy
just say his
shit!
hand was injured, but I'm sure I don't know how bad it was. But anyhow,
Yeah.
and it's just
Fuck.
interesting, showing like the chimps, the male chimps, even the female chimps trying to help with the infants and this and that. It's just interesting seeing society, but from not from the human sense. But it's also it's interesting because it's not from the human sense, but at the same time it's also very close to the human sense because chimps share like 95 what 98%
Yeah.
of our DNA and all that good stuff. It's just interesting, like just the differences and the parallels. What else am I think? What else was interesting?
I can't lie. Before you continue what you're about to say, what you just said gives a new narrative to what we first talked about. You see how you said humans, they've just been watching the chimps, since 1993. What's stopping?
Oh,
What's stopping the
I see where
aliens
you're
from
going
us?
with this.
Like, no, we can come back. I'm just like, you just made me think about like, because you have a whole ass documentary on these chimps' lives, and they don't know that. Like, they don't know that you a random human has like you're in a different continent, like far away from where they will ever be. Like they're never going to come to the United States, they're never going to come here. But then you know so much about them.
Facts, bro.
I'm saying,
Facts.
like to them, they won't believe it. They're like, nah, they can't be. So I'm just saying, it's just like interesting. Let me just put it that way. It's interesting,
Facts,
interesting,
facts, facts.
interesting.
That actually reminds me of another time, but I won't go that time. I only go that time if you have time. That time it just
Uh,
came to mind, but I'll go there if we have time.
no
But
problem, no problem.
just let me see if what else I want to say. So I think a lot of things are so interesting to me. Like the sharing of meat one was like a big like, damn, this is so interesting. This is politics at the same time. But then there's also like a rival group. They call it the
Okay,
Western Tribe. So they're not also fighting to for territory, and it's like Jackson, the leader of the central group is like bigger,
okay,
like three times the size of the Western group. So Jackson, the leader of the central group, he used to be part of the Western group. So the Western group have a deep grudge against Jackson, as well as the other central, because the central group have the best like trees, best fruit trees, the best resources and all that.
yeah,
So it's just very interesting. In the episode I just finished, they tried to expand. The Western group tried to expand their territory, attacking, but they didn't succeed. They were pushed back by Jackson and Lego. But at the end of the episode, Jackson was injured. And for this Chimps, injury could mean infection, it could mean deformity, it could mean so many other things. So it's
yeah.
like the next episode is like, so are these guys going to use it? Are Abrams and Co going to use it as an opportunity to usurp power from Jackson? You know, so
Yeah,
it's so interesting to see. And if they do, will the Miles and Co stand up for Jackson, or will they just follow whoever they see as the strongest?
true. That's another point
You
because I was
know,
about to say, yeah, like
it's
Miles might
so
just back
it's
off. Like, it's more if our leader isn't strong, it's better for someone else to take over.
That I'm saying. So it's like,
But
what does this mean for Jackson? Because literally last shot you see him after the battle, like he did what he was supposed to. He went like for the it was in the forefront of the battle. It was like he was leading everybody. He did what he was supposed to do, but at the end of the day, he got injured. So it's like, what happens to Jackson now? You know.
damn,
So
that's
it's
bro.
it's some interesting stuff, man. Not gonna lie to
Bro,
you,
niggas are fighting for their life every day. For real. Like, Jackson's fighting for his
bro.
life every day. It's like, damn.
It's just so interesting. And then you also tell you about the other, like even the people in the Western tribe too. They all have names. So as they're telling you about them, they say, oh, they're telling you about them by their names and what they're doing, and like where their rank is. Like it's like they say this is like number three, this is number four, it's like number five. So it tells how old they are, what their somewhat rank is. It's interesting. It's very
Uh,
interesting, bro.
it is, it is. It's
It's
also
so
weird.
interesting.
It's weird to think about that. Like, we know so much about them. Like, I'm telling you,
Yeah, man.
something else knows so much about us. So,
Yeah, facts, facts,
it's possible. It's
facts.
possible.
Well, I've been talking for a long time. What are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts on what I've said so far? Do you have any other tangents you want to explore?
And the only thing I know about chimpanzees, no, maybe not chimpanzees, but it was like this monkey experiment. Has nothing to do with what you just told me. But it's like they had five monkeys in a room. Then they put a banana. Have you heard it before? They put a banana at the top. And of course, like monkeys want to go get a banana, but each time a monkey climbs like the ladder to get a banana, they spray cold water on all the monkeys, like all of them, till so that that guy falls down and everyone else that didn't go for the banana gets spray water, and they do this continuously to the point that now when a monkey tries to go up, the other monkeys just like they beat him up because they know cold water is coming, so they beat him up before he can get any banana. So now this is the lifestyle they are living there. So what they do after a period of time, they take out one monkey and put a randomly new monkey that doesn't know about the cold water. And of course, new monkey is like, it's banana right there. I'm gonna go get that shit and eat. When he tries to climb, everyone else they beat him up, beat the life out of him. He waits, gets energy, tries again, beat the life out of him. Now he knows if I try and get this banana, I get beaten the fuck out. And over time, they just take all the monkeys that were originally there with the cold water and keep on replacing them with new monkeys to the point that now there are five monkeys that have never been sprayed with water. They don't know why they don't go for that banana. But each time, but like none of them go for the banana because they know that if they go, each time one of them tries, everyone else beats them up. And it was just explaining like that. That's how life is like. See how they don't know why they are doing it, but they just do it. And it's the same with us. Like there's sometimes we just do something we don't know why, but like society are just it's just not it's like society does it,
Interesting.
but we don't know why.
Like like a herd mentality almost.
Yeah,
Just
Uh,
Interesting. That is interesting.
yeah, it's just like always
That is
like
interesting.
think like why you're actually doing something and question. You're just saying like you should question things. Like you should actually think. You shouldn't just be doing like, oh, everyone's doing it, but I'll do it. You don't know why. Because it's like and that experiment would definitely work like in real life. Like if you could have done that with like real people, that probably like the culture would just be the same. And it's I think it also explain how it's moving on with time. Like your parents taught your parents something, they don't know why, but then they're also going to teach you, even though they don't know why they were taught.
That makes sense.
It was just a, like interesting tangent on like it's just
That's interesting, bro. Not gonna
yeah.
lie to you.
I mean
Huh.
that's all I know about monkeys. Can't lie to you. That's all I know about
But
monkeys.
damn, bro, it's there's some interesting stuff. The more I see about these things like this, it just reminds me of how much there's just so much to learn, so much cool stuff to see in the world, bro. So
Facts,
much cool
facts,
stuff.
facts, facts, facts.
Actually, that also reminds me. I watched the whole documentary on World War II, but then we can go into that another time.
Yeah, definitely.
That's too long a tangent right now.
That that and
But yeah, I
Hacksaw
would just
Ridge.
say yeah, I'll say
Keep that as
I say documentaries. I'll recommend them to people. Find the stuff that you're curious about, interested in. Just watch a documentary. It's very interesting, bro.
yeah, I mean,
Interesting
yeah,
stuff.
it would be.
Interesting
It would
stuff.
be. But it depends because I feel like human based documentaries is like his story. So it's gonna be someone's like it's not always gonna be the clear I won't say truth,
Well,
but the clear it's
I
gonna
see
be
what you mean.
yeah.
I
That's
see
why
what
I
you mean.
like this chimpanzee one because I feel like it's less of it's not human involved. So it's not gonna be like
I see what you mean.
yeah, you know, that's my only issue with like documentaries that are like human related because always like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a narrative being pushed by the person
No,
that made
there's
it.
definitely going to be a
Yeah,
narrative, but then again, there's still facts of things that happened. People's ingenuity where things went wrong. So as much as obviously there's like in the documentary, obviously they're painting the allies as the good guys, which I think well they are. Obviously
yeah,
there's still the narrative being pushed. So it'll be interesting to see what
sure.
was a documentary from a German. But then again, you can't find such where it's like more or less saying the Germans were right or something like that. You
Say
can't
the
find
truth.
such around.
Yeah, that wouldn't make
Um,
money. That wouldn't
no,
make.
not make money. They would scrap it for like anti-Semitism, Semitism, and all the other
Yeah,
things because all the atrocities that happened. So you couldn't be able to find that. But I would like to see the same narrative where yes the Allies helped end the war, but from a German person or
yeah, like what
maybe
was happening on their
just
side,
something else,
kind of. Nah,
something
I feel
else.
you.
But
I feel you.
I
I
feel
feel
that
you. I
I
feel
feel
you.
that.
Oral
Yeah.
documentaries. It was interesting. Can't lie to you.
Hmm.
That's that's it for me.
Wait,
It's,
what's new with you? Did we ever really go over what's new with you?
what's new? Not because nothing is new. I just fell sick. That's the only new thing. To be right, I just fell sick. That's the only new thing. I take medicine. That's new. I went to school.
You didn't do anything new?
Nah,
Oh
nah.
wait,
But
wait.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
on the thing you were talking about. I just remembered something. You know how you said the story would still be like this. The facts would still be the same. I was gonna say like the facts are the same, but it depends on what facts I show you. You get because this is one
mm,
thing we learned in class. It was something like if I'm the owner of a company, I'm going to check the average salary. Like, okay, no, no. As an MBA team, I'm the owner and I want to like measure my books. I'm going to look at the average salary. I'm going to look at the median salary, median.
yeah.
If I'm going to offer a guy that's coming in, like an average player I want to sign, I'm going to try and offer him the median salary. But you know how in NBA, like the salaries are so diverse because like the best players get like 30, 40 mil, then it now gets a lot of the regular bench players get like 2 mil, 3 mil. Like it's not as much as those, like most of your salary cap is on those best players. So the median ends up being something like 2 mil. But then if I'm an agent of a player, I'm going to come to you and tell you, no, I want to get paid the average salary since I'm an average player. But then the average is skewed because of how much those guys like the true average is technically the median because that's what the middle number is being paid. But then the average is going to be, if I say, okay, no, give me the average, it's going to be skewed because
Ah,
of,
I
you see, so it's
see.
like
Because
different
the
perspectives.
ceilings, I see.
Exactly, because of the
Ah,
ceilings.
you're
So
making sense.
as an owner, I'm going to tell you, I want to pay you the median salary, which is going to be like 2 mil. But then you're like, no, I want the average, which is going to be like 5 mil because of those guys earning so much, skew the
I
average.
see. I see.
That's
I
it.
see.
Both
That's
facts, both
interesting.
facts. That's it. It's both facts, but it depends on
That's
what I tell you. Both
you're onto
facts.
something.
That's what I'm saying, guy. You have
Yeah.
to. Yeah, when I saw that, when the professor said that, I was like, damn, that's so true. Like you won't think of that because those are both facts. The numbers don't lie. You know how people say numbers don't lie. It depends on what numbers I show you because numbers stay the same. But if I show you this number, you're like, okay, I should be paid more. But if I show you this number, no, you're meant to be paid less. It's interesting stuff there.
Bro, that's some interesting stuff right there.
Yeah, that's
Wow. 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 Oh, that's cool, bro. That's
I
cool.
can't lie. That should be it for me. I need to go get a haircut. That's what I need to go do right now.
All
Need to
good,
go get a
bro. All
haircut.
good. Um, anything else before we sign off? Anything you want to tell the good people of the
See
world?
you see you guys next week. We'll be back.
Yeah, we're going
Be
weekly
back.
now. Hold
Yeah, we'll
us
be
to the
back.
next week.
Campsy won.
You don't see
Campsy
an
won the
episode.
argument.
Next week you don't see an episode. Hit us up, like guys. What's going on? What's going on?
Next
I
week.
need my episodes. So we're going weekly now. No set
Mm,
posting date yet. Just
mm,
know baby steps. So we're going weekly. From there, we see what our schedules are saying.
yeah.
But likely weekend. So that's when I'm the most time on our hands.
Fair.
But yeah, all right. All right, Matthew. I'll see you later.
Yes, sir.
Till next time.